On this channel I've talked about meditation, the idea of doing nothing in your mind, but I haven't talked yet about contemplation, the idea of doing something with your mind intentionally. And so I don't know how to make a video about contemplation, so I'm just making a video acknowledging its existence and saying like, hey, journaling is important. Oh, that's what I could do. I could tell my story about my journey with journaling. For pretty much my entire life, I don't know why, I was naturally drawn to the idea of journaling from a very young age. I think maybe because I read a lot of books about like wilderness survival and they kept journals of their adventures in the forest. Their notebook, which this is literally, you do not need nice fancy notebooks. This is literally 2 notebooks that I have just kind of slapped together. Half notebooks that I used in like middle school or something, and I just ripped all the homework out and I'm using the rest for this. But yeah, in these books that I would read, they would write about their normal day-to-day experience and about things that they observed, and then they could look back on it and make connections later, and that would play a vital part in their survival. And so maybe that's one of the reasons why I was so drawn to journaling. I never really thought about it. I've always been really interested in the idea of it, but I never did it. Very similar to how I've had many YouTube channels over the past 10 years but never stuck with it. I did kind of the same thing with journaling, where like every couple of years I would try it out for a little while, but I just didn't stick with it. And honestly, one of the biggest reasons that I never stuck with it or even attempted it that often is because I bought into the bullshit stereotype that it's a diary and it's for girls only. That's complete nonsense. Journaling is one of the most powerful tools that exists. Full stop. There's nothing more important and powerful than mental clarity. It's so much easier to understand what's going on in there when you can get it all out onto a page and see it in front of you, and then you can notice patterns and you can begin to figure things out and solve problems. Not to mention, pretty much every famous smart person in all of human history had some sort of journal. All the philosophers and inventors, and they all had journals. And it seems obvious that that is one of the reasons for their success, because they had the brains. They just needed to lay it all out in front of them so that they could see it and figure it out. It's such a cheap tool. Like, you can buy a notebook for like literally 89 cents and a pen. I mean, pens are free. They're everywhere. You can steal one off someone's desk. And there's also, I have a different video, which I don't know if it's out yet. If it is, it's up there, about me thinking about, should I share everything here on YouTube? And I think, honestly, no, but I still want to document everything. And so journaling is a great way to do that. Why am I pointing there? You can't even see. I'm trying to point like it's the journal's on my desk. And yeah, you can go buy fancy journals with leather coated or have straps on them or whatever, but you don't need to. I'm literally using old half-used notebooks from middle school. You can literally make your own paper. I've discovered that collecting writing supplies and actually writing are 2 very different hobbies. So this is just a reminder, if you haven't written in your journal in a long time, do it. Go dig it out and start writing again. And write me a comment down below letting me know what you think about this video. If you liked it, press like. If you want to see more, then subscribe and turn on notifications to stay tuned for more. And if you want to help support my channel, then share my videos with anyone else you think might enjoy them, and take care.